Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gerhardt and welcome to Body of Energy. So, this is session number 14. I sent a message to my Instagram follower who this is about, and so they will be able to watch it and know which session is theirs. And everybody else can enjoy the session and see how this tool works. And for them, it will be personal, and they will be able to see on a personal level the impact of this tool and how accurate it is and how it allows them to take the next step forward. So this is the tool I'll be using for this person. It's called the Element Tool. The basic framework of this tool is about the elements, which are represented by these symbols here, and the meaning of the numbers. Okay? So, this tool is about the mind, the body, the spirit, the emotions, the heart of the person, and the soul of the person. Okay? So this tool reads the now. And so this tool is revelatory, it's affirming, and it allows the person to take the next step forward in their life, the next right step forward, okay, to allow them to progress. Okay, and so this framework constitutes the direction of this tool. It formulates the question, and then it reveals the answer. And so the tiles themselves are the part of the tool that give the answer. Okay? And so this is a little bit noisy. I have a basket for my other set of tiles, and it's much quieter, so I'm going to have to get myself another basket. But either way, noisy or not, it's about mixing these things and going for it. So, this tool has 9 points, okay? It's about the element points and the connection points between those elements, which actually represent the 6th element, the soul, how the soul is put together, okay? And so, as I've said before, the beauty of 9 points plus 0 is that this tool has a billion different combinations, not even counting the elements and all the different levels and these action symbols on the outside. So I'm not really sure how to calculate how many different possibilities there are with this tool. But the beauty of all that is that the tool cannot be manipulated. It reveals what it is. And so that's part of the beauty of this tool. It gives multiple answers all at once. And I look at these 9 points on 10 different levels. So to me, this is really 90 points. And so in order to get all that in, I use this worksheet right here that helps me, if you can see it, it helps me read the other 9 levels after I'm done reading this first level. And so I'm just marking down all of these points, so before I start moving them all around, I mark whether they're upright and reversed, because that all has a meaning in this tool. So here we go. This is the element of fire. It represents the mind and the principle of wisdom. It's this part of the person that's choosing between right or wrong, making a wise choice or an unwise choice. Alright? And this point is this tile. The trumpet of fire. The trumpet of fire. So it represents the balance point. It's what's going on in the mind of this person at this time. And also, it represents the energy that's going to that point to make a change. And so what is it about? The trumpet is about having the right song the right message and the right set of instructions. And it's connected to the mind. This is about having the right song, message, and instructions for the mind, for wisdom, so that this person can use that in a new way, see things with their mind in a way they didn't see it before, be able to think about things in a new way, in the right way, and then make a right choice. So when the mind acts on wisdom and makes a right choice, it allows the right song, message, and instructions for life to happen. And that's what's going on in the mind of this person. It's about having that new set of instructions for the mind, the new way for the mind to work. This is the element of earth. It represents the body and the principle of prosperity. So prosperity in the sense of health, abundance, flourishing, those kinds of ideas. And this is the 12 of the element of light, which is right here on the tool. Okay? And so the 12 is a 3. It's in the second set of 9 between 10 and 18. So this is about having a sure understanding of the world around them, of the people around them, and that understanding takes place in the heart. So what's going on in the body and what's affecting the ability to prosper is about being sure in the world and having that understanding in the heart, having a sure understanding of the world around them, okay? That's what's going on there. This is the element of air. It represents the spirit and the principle of truth. It's this part of the person that's trying to discern between truth and error, okay? Between what's right and what's wrong. It's this part of the person that's connected to their conscience. And so the number 6 is about things that are correct and complete, having all the pieces in all the right places, okay? So this is about being correct and complete in the soul, being correct and complete in the understanding that takes place in the soul, so that when understanding happens in the soul, okay, understanding happens in life, the element of life, it makes the person correct and complete. And that's what's going on there, okay? And that's what's influencing the spirit and the ability to discern truth, okay? And that's the focus of the spirit right now, having the things be correct and complete in their soul so they can be correct and complete in their life. Here is the element of water. It represents the emotions and the principle of peace. And this is the 4 of light. It's right here on the tool, the 4 of light. And so the 4 is about having a foundation. So if you can see, there's a pyramid that actually exists here as part of this 3-dimensional object that this chart represents. And if this is at the top of that pyramid, what holds up the heart? What is the foundation for the heart? It's about the mind, the body, the spirit, and the emotions holding up the heart on a solid foundation, okay? So this is about having a solid foundation for the understanding of themselves. So when they understand themselves in their heart, it creates a solid foundation for their life. And that's what's going on here and impacting their emotions at this time. And so the heart of the matter, the element of light, which is connected to the heart, and the principle of understood, is the heart. The very heart of the matter of everything that's going on right now for this person is their heart. It's connected to the meaning of the 0, which is about enjoyment and satisfaction, connected to the heart. So everything that's going on, the sum total, the focus of it, is about enjoyment and satisfaction in the heart. Okay? And so that's the focal point. And so between the mind and the body, these arms, these spokes, so to speak, that come out from the center are an extension of the middle. So it's the heart that connects all of the other pieces also. All right? So between the mind and the body, it's about fulfillment and contentment in the understanding of themselves. And that takes place in the heart. That's what's going on between the mind and the body. And between the mind and the emotions, it's about having a solid foundation, top of the pyramid, for the mind. And what is the solid foundation for the mind? It's when the body, the spirit, the emotions, and the heart of the person are right and hold it up. Okay? That's what's going on between the mind and the emotions. Having a solid foundation for the mind, a solid foundation for wisdom, right choices. Between the spirit and the body, it's about the element of earth. Okay? So the element of earth is about 6 things. The color green, the ability to see or discern what's going on in the body and what's happening with the body. The element of earth, the body, the principle of prosperity, connected to the number 3 about being sure, and the number 8 about attaining what's right. And that element is what's going on between the spirit and the body. And between the spirit and the emotions, it's about the element of air. So the element of air is also, every element is about 6 things. The element of air is about the color yellow, how a person sees or discerns what's going on in their spirit. The element of air, the spirit, the principle of truth. And this element is connected to the number 2, being whole, and the number 5, being centered, connected to the voice of truth. That's the element that's going on between the spirit and the emotions. This is the element that's needed. This person needs air for that right connection. They need earth for this right connection. And that's what's going on in the first level of reading this tool for this person. Okay? So now I'm going to look at the sum total of all the numbers. Okay? This is actually a 9, and this is a 9, and this is a 4. And there's the 12. And a 4. And so on. And so I just add up all of these numbers. And the sum total of that equals an 8. Because when you take any number and you add it up to the single digit, all of these numbers here equal an 8. And in this position, it's about the balance point between past, present, and future. And the 8 is about the present. And very specifically, this point. So the energy of this person is on the present. And what present energy is it on? It's about having a right song and message and set of instructions for the mind so that they can make a right choice. That's the present energy. That's what's going on with this person at this time. And so that's where the change takes place. Okay? So the most important number out of all of these numbers is 2 numbers. The number 4. All of this on another level, just numerically speaking, is about having a solid foundation, and about the number 9, which is about fulfillment and contentment. So it's about having a solid foundation for fulfillment and contentment. And when they have fulfillment and they're content, it creates a solid foundation. That's what's going on for this person, numerically speaking. So then I'm going to look at what is the most important element that's going on with this person. Because it paints another kind of a picture on a different level. So for this person, it's about the element of light. So the element of light is about the color purple, seeing and discerning what's going on there in the heart. The element of light, it sheds light, understanding to the heart. It's about understanding in the heart. It's about the number 0, which is connected to enjoyment and satisfaction, and that takes place in the heart. So, as the elements go, this is the element this person needs. It's the most important element. And so how do you get that element? That element is given and received by understanding in the heart. This person wants to be understood in the heart and share the understanding they have in the heart to those around them. This is the most important element. That's how that element is shared and received. Okay? And so that's what's going on with this person. And then on another level, between truth, understanding, and wisdom, between peace and prosperity, the most important point is about the element of understood. This understanding that takes place in the heart. And the number 8, it's about attaining understanding in the heart. That's what all of this is about. Attaining understanding. And that point, the 8 of light, is right here. And so the impact of desiring and needing to attain the right understanding in the heart has an impact upon the mind. And so between mind, body, spirit, emotions, and the heart of the person, it's the mind that is the balance point. Okay? So now I'm going to take all these points and I'm going to line them up where they go on this tool, because it paints then yet another level, another layer of what's going on for this person. Okay? And so all these are in the right spot, I believe. Yep. And so this outside edge, okay, represents the energy that the person's putting out into the world. The energy that the world picks up, the people around them pick up from them, and the energy they need to put out there. Okay? So, for this person, it's about these 4 points. What's going on in the mind? What's going on in the spirit? What's going on in the body? And what's going on in the heart? So if you consider and understand that the body reflects all that's going on within the person. So what's going on in the spirit and in the heart and in the mind is being reflected in the body. And all of that is being picked up. And that's what needs to be put out into the world. So if you think about truth, understanding, and wisdom, it needs to be put out into the world and what's going on in the body. What's being reflected there. That's what's going on for this person. So it's about those 4 quadrants and everything that they represent. Okay? And so then, now I'm looking at these sets of parallel lines, which represent how energy flows through a person and leaves the person, okay? And so, it looks like, as I look at these points, that this right here is the most important axis. It's about the number 4, having a solid foundation, and the number 5, being centered, connected to the voice of truth between the mind and the spirit. And so then it becomes the story as to what's going on with this person. This is the story of what's going on with this person. Having a solid foundation for their mind, having fulfillment and contentment in their understanding of themselves, and that takes place in the heart, so that they can have the element of air, which is about the spirit, truth, being whole, being centered. That's what all of this is about on a different level. And so that's how this tool is read. And so then, if I look at the one point I haven't covered yet, is about upright and reverse positions. So if I lay these back out the way that they were in the beginning, real quick, okay, and the position that they were in, whether they were upright or reversed, it paints a different kind of a picture as to what's going on, okay? Let's see. That's how it was right there. Okay? So each tile that's upright represents energy that's flowing out of the person. And each tile that's reversed represents energy that's flowing into the person at this time. So as I look at what was the most important direction of the energy, okay, what's going on there? For this person, it's about allowing more energy out. They have a lot of energy coming in and not enough going out. It creates frustration, overload. And so the correction for them is about allowing that energy to come out. Very specifically, each one of these tiles that are in their upright position, it's about those being able to pass through and out them, putting that out into the world. And so that's everything there is about how this tool is read for this person. So thank you for joining. Like I said, if you have any questions, send me a message and I will get back to you. And if you desire to have this done for yourself, please let me know. I put all of these on YouTube. I send the link to the person this is about so that they can view it and watch it anytime they want.